Hi, welcome to Ask Velvet, although today it's going to be slightly different because I've had a question from a very good fairy friend of mine, an elemental called Annette, and she asked me, I've got her email here, how she could reset her compass, how she could find her passion again, her conviction, her path, and as she says, help me to find my journey star. Which I really like that idea that we have a star to guide us on our journey. And she feels that she, for a long time, has not been following that path. She's not been following that star. She's been diverted off course by different things, and she wants to know how she can get back on her path. And she didn't know whether to ask Velvet or Aria. Being an elemental, obviously, asking Aria would be a good idea because I think a lot of following your path and your passion is about being playful and enjoying life, and I think perhaps Annette hasn't really been doing enough of that. But it would be useful to have Velvet's advice on things because, you know, she's an old soul, she's been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and has some pretty good advice on how to get yourself on track and find your passion again. So something a little bit different, I'm going to take 2 cards from each deck and see if we can come up with an answer for Annette and for anybody else who feels like they're not on their path and they need to find a way back. So I'm just going to give the Velvet deck a shuffle and then very messily spread them out, and I'm going to take 2 cards from here, and then we're going to give Aria's deck a shuffle. Oh, badly. And please excuse the noise in the background, that's my partner sawing up bits of wood. He's in the middle of a building project, so. And I'm going to take 2 cards from here. So we have 4 cards, 2 from Velvet and 2 from Aria. So I'm going to turn over Velvet's first. Past. You cannot change it. You cannot go back in time and do things differently. Instead, live in the present. Forgive all that has gone before and know that everything that has happened was meant to happen. So I think the message in this one is it's time to look forwards. It's time to leave the past behind you. It's gone, it's done. You can't change it unless you time travel back and change it, which, you know, I'm not saying is impossible, but you want to focus on what is it that you want to create now. So start with a clean slate. Forget everything that's happened before this moment and decide in this moment, who am I, what do I want, where do I want to go? So that's the first one for Velvet. Abundance. Lack is a state of mind, not a state of being. We are all, each and every one of us, abundant beings. There is nothing we could wish for that we can't have. So all you need to do is change your thoughts of lack, your thoughts of not enough, into abundant thoughts of there being more than enough for everyone. And I think this is saying that you may be stopping yourself from following your path or your journey because you may be worried that you can't do it financially, that there are monetary reasons why you can't follow your path. And this card is reminding you that actually there's more than enough for everyone. There's more than enough for you to do what you want to do. You don't have to stay stuck in a certain place, working in a certain job because of the financial aspect of it. If you want to follow your passion and your journey, go for it. The universe will help you to figure out a way to make it possible. You just have to believe that you are abundant and there is more than enough for you to be able to follow your journey star. So that's the serious and wise advice from Velvet. So we have the more playful advice, hopefully, from Aria. Honesty. My full name is Lunaria, after my favourite flower, honesty. I think telling the truth is something that fairies are very good at. We can't help but be honest, so I think you should be honest too. Tell the truth today to yourself and others. So I think, being an elemental herself, Annette, I think she needs to be honest with herself. She needs to really sit down and think, what do I actually really want? And I know personally for me, if I'm having trouble deciding what to do, if there's a decision I need to make that's pretty big, I'll go all over the place and on pros and cons, and I'll talk to people and I'll be like, what should I do here, what should I do this? And if I actually sat down and got quiet and asked myself, what do I want? If I didn't take anybody else into account, which I know sounds selfish, but sometimes it needs to be done. If I just sat down and asked myself what it is that I want, I would be able to make the decision like that. Because I would know myself what would make would make me happy. I would know what it was I wanted to do, and I think that's what Net needs to do. I think Aria is saying, be honest with yourself, be honest with the people around you. What is it that you really want to do? What is it that you're here to do? And I think you already know deep down. You've just stopped listening to yourself. So yes, honesty, and also it could point towards what it is you're supposed to be doing on your path, what your passion is. You're very good at telling the truth, you're very good at communicating with people. So that could be part of it too. And free will. Sometimes it seems like you have no choice in a situation, but you do. In every event, circumstance or situation, you have free will. It is entirely up to you what you do and how you react. And I think that's a very important point. You can do anything. Like I said in my last reading, you can do absolutely anything. There are no limitations anymore. There's nothing holding you back. You're the only person who can hold you back. Financial situation can't hold you back. Your past can't hold you back. You are the only person holding you back. And if you can get out of your own way, which I have to do frequently, especially when I'm writing, I'll be writing, and then I'll think, ooh, I'm not sure I like where this is going. Ooh, maybe it should go in a different direction. And as soon as I interfere, I get blocked. I stop. I can't write. And it's the same in life. As soon as you get in your own way, as soon as you start thinking, oh, but what will so-and-so think? Or, well, in the past this didn't work, so that's not going to work either. You block the whole process. You block the flow. You get stuck. So, yeah, I think that's excellent advice from Velvet and Aria. Well, I think so, but let me know if you think so too. And anybody else out there who's listening, who's trying to refine their path, who's trying to find their passion again, let me know if that was of any help to you too. And if you have a question that you would like Aria, the Faerie, Velvet, the Old Soul, Amethyst, the Angel to answer, then please just send me a message with your question, and I will see if through their cards, through their voice, I can help you to answer that question. So I'll see you again for the next reading. Thanks. Bye.